Here's your favorite YouTuber, Playboy Gamer 16, back with another video. In today's video, we're doing One Punch Man episode 15 review. You already know. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch. Leave the Patreon in the description. I'm also probably leave that little Bill store for promo in there again. Without further ado, let's get straight into this review. Alright, first things first. We start the episode off with Silverfang or Master, or Silverfang or Bang, whichever one you prefer to call him. We see here that he beat up his top disciple, like he basically saying you're a disgrace to the dojo, all that. He made him feel bad, so he said just leave the dojo. And then that's when Silverfang's top disciple goes to Saitama's house, and basically he asks Genos and Saitama why does he feel this type of way. And that's when Genos was like, well, he probably feels this right way because he probably feels partly responsible for Goro. Because Goro, had that little incident at the Hero Association where he killed all those criminals and he killed all those heroes. He's saying he's a monster, he's not a human, basically. Yeah. And then after this, we see how we see the current top disciple of Silverfang leave and say, man, I need to go find Goro and beat him myself so Master feels better. That's in the next scene. Then we see Moment Rider run into Goro, and that's when we see Goro was like, oh, are you a hero? Moment Rider was like, yeah, this is an odd place to meet a fan. He's like, I'm not a fan. And then basically we see one of the tank top hero. We see the tank top, I guess you could say clan tank top whole. Basically, I think it was all of them there. I can't even remember it. I don't think that it probably was all of them. I don't know. I think it was all of them. We see how one of them say, there he goes right there, because Goro is going around pretty much just beating up heroes. And so then the top tank top hero, tank top master, the one that's in S class, was fighting Goro and said, it was like, yeah, you can't just go around beating up heroes and stuff, even if you're trying to say you're a monster or something. And so then that's when they get to throwing hands, and you see them throwing hands, it's like, it's crazy. You see them throwing hands, and then basically Tank Top Master was giving Goro to work, and then rather he was giving Goro to work, he was about to kill him. Then Moment Rider hopped in and said, we use our powers for good, not eat. Or we basically fight to kill monsters, not to kill humans. And then that's when Tank Top Master was like, yeah, you're right. He told Goro you should just probably leave. And Goro started walking away. He said, you know what? Yeah, this was a crazy idea. And then I feel like this was like goofy in a sense, but it was goofy, but like in the sense of like, it's like it was goofy, but I guess you could say horrific comedy or something. Because I mean, he turned around and said, forget all that. And then and that's when Tank Top Master said, I knew I should have just killed you. And then that's when they both hit, but then that's when Goro used the same style that Silverfang uses, which is water, stream, rock, smash, which that's the translation of it. But basically, I mean, he's like, I hate using this style because it reminds you so much of the old man. And so he used that. Once he used that, he gave Tank Top Master pretty much the light work. It pretty much was no contest after that. He said that's when Tank Top was like, he was hiding power this whole time because he was going toe to toe with him. But now, then we fast forward because it was a pretty good fighting scene. It was amazing. It looked visually amazing. And then we go to the next scene. We see Silverfang and his brother see the aftermath of what Goro did and said, we gotta stop him. And then after that, we see some C-class heroes talking about the Hero Hunter, saying we should grab him. I mean, this is really a real relevant part. I just found it was kind of funny because it's like he was talking about, he's like, because C-class hero was like, if he comes to me, all you gotta do is when he punches like this, is move like that, and then move like this to block him. But he was like, it was unpractical. It was just funny. And then he said, if he's like this, then you gotta move like that, and then Goro up here right behind him, handed him with the easiest light works. And then, but then we see Saitama visit Moment Rider in the hospital and talks about the fight and what basically happened. And like, as he's talking about what happens, the next curtain over is the Tank Top Master, and like Saitama, you know, in One Man Punch Fashion said he's kind of butting in on a conversation, being goofy. And then that's when Moment Rider was like, he's the S-class hero. He was like, oh, he's the one that got beat. He said, I wanted to talk to him anyway. He was like, I want you to describe his fighting style to me. He was like, his fighting style. He basically said the big reason why a lot of people can't beat him, his style is basically designed to, it's martial arts, so it's basically designed to stop people, not monsters. The only reason why monsters typically don't win like that is because they rely on pure physicality, like pure physical strength and stuff. Like they don't really have any fighting technique. But see, his, it's like when you counter, he has the perfect amount of counters. When you throw punches, he has the perfect amount of punches. It's designed really to just stop people. So that's why he said Silver Fang truly raised the monster, because he was like, this is basically designed to, his fighting style is basically designed to stop people. And then we see girls talking to a kid in the park that has the hero almanac, or the hero encyclopedia, that basically lists all the heroes' typical hobbies, you know, hobbies, specialty moves, all that type of stuff. Basically, it's plot device for girls to get more details on that, because that comes back later on in the episode. And we see after he reads the book with the kid, he was like, he said around this time is where the Class A hero Golden Ball has his like drink, right? So look, he went to go pull up on him and said, he said, I challenge you to a fight, basically like parking lot. Now he said, I'm going here, so I'm drinking. And he was like, he slashed the cup in half and said, yeah. He said, I know people like you. We can go out to this alley. That's when we see this. That's when they start throwing hands. They start fighting outside in this alley, and then we see them fight. And then he shot it. But basically, everything Golden Ball threw at Goro was basically light work. He was handling them with ease. There was only like one shot that hit him. I think that Goro kind of let hit him, and like basically, it was basically the reason why Goro said this fight was so easy is because the hero encyclopedia or almanac basically gives everything about you. It tells all your info. It tells your specialty moves. That's how I already knew how to fight you and everything. Then we see the Class A hero Spring Mustachio hop in. It looked like he really had him for a second with that one specialty move, and then he stopped him too. He said it was all because I knew already how to stop you. So that fight happened in the alley, and then yeah, we handle him with light work. Then we see towards that episode, we see Saitama, and then we see Saitama and a girl on the same street, and then that's when we see Saitama say, "Oh, I've been looking for you." Of course, it looks like he's saying I've been looking for Goro, but he was just looking for the wig so he could compete as that one Silver Fang's disciple in that tournament, so he can win the $3 million. And that's when Goro said, "Oh, this is a hero I've never seen, probably trying to catch me for some clout or something." So then that's when girls hit him full straight, tried to knock him out. And the Saitama, of course, One Punch Man fashion, what are you doing? He's like, Saitama didn't move. He said, "Hey, what's the big idea, man? I'm just trying to shop." That's when Saitama hit him out, knocked him out. That wouldn't even probably that probably even won like 2% of Saitama's power. Just knocked the hero hunter out with ease. But yeah, that was pretty much all for this episode. I mean, it was a pretty good episode. I feel like One Punch Man is getting a little more serious than it is. First season was a lot more goofier, more comedy. I feel like this season actually has a lot more storyline. I think that's the biggest difference, storyline. Because it feels like they're actually building and trying to pay stuff off this season. Yeah. But that's all for this video. Oh, no, hold on. Let me see. Let me try to make something before I wrap this up. Let me see. Anything else? Review the notes. Yeah, basically, I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think. There were no glaring problems with this episode. Pretty much good animation, all that. But One Punch Man has always had pretty good animation. The CGI this season, I can say, is a little more noticeable. I think last season it wasn't as noticeable, but I really don't care about CGI. I mean, as long as you got a good story and it looks good, yeah, I care less. That's all for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.